The youths are reaching out in some way for a bit of help in finding their cultural connections and getting them and getting that respect going back in the community.
Well, my involvement is gathering all the Yoss boys, the youths that's with us, and to show them that their culture and everything else is more important than the other things they do, which involve the law. But we're trying to get them away from that to put them on a good track so they can have a good life. We take them up to the men's group, the diversionary, and we show them how to do humpies, building huts and that, making boomerangs, spears, going bushwalking and that, so they can feel connected with their land and closer to their culture.
So I'm the manager of the youth services for the Palm Island Community Company. So I have 3 programs that are underneath me. That's the Youth Offender Support Program, the Indigenous Youth Community Connections and Local Thriving Communities. So I work with a lot of young people aged between 10 to 24. We try and bring all the programs together that will assist each age group that are going through or experiencing difficulties about the community issues that arise every day. Well, we're hoping to provide strategies to provide that positive change with choices that they're actually making. They don't often have a conversation with their family support, so we just provide that safe environment so our young people can actually come and yarn to us about any issues that may be affecting them. Confidentiality is a big thing on small communities. They don't know who they can actually talk to. They don't know where that information is going. So my staff and myself, we actually provide that safe space for these young people. So we're hoping to build that resilience that the young people feel that they don't have.
Through the Diversionary Centre, we engage with the youth, trying to come up with programs for them and that, just to get them engaged with schooling, a bit of arts and craft, just to give them a bit of knowledge about where they're from and all that, just to give them a bit of heads up. The main thing is us men now have to step up and be that role model for them, to lead them in the right direction, as nowadays with the technology, the alcohol and all the drugs, we've sort of like gone away from our culture, and so it's best to start with our children again to try and build that back up. We did Gunya for the NAIDOC week this year, and the boys actually participated in doing that, and they had that real self-pride kind of thing. They accomplished something, and so that's what we really want to try and get them, because if they're not going to leave here, we need them to be able to survive on here. So it's taking them out hunting, bushwalking, bush tucker and all that. We'll find that they'll have a better life.
My role in the community is just to help the youth to just find their own path, and not just to be there and support them. We started our program, Boogerman Youth Girls program, and we have it every Tuesday at the shelter. It's for the youth of Palm Island, but we also get the Boogerman School, high school girls, turn up every Tuesday, and they love to come there. They can't wait to get up there.
I manage the children and youth services for the Palm Island Community Company. This includes the family care service, where we find carers here on Palm to care for our kids in care. So the breakfast program starts at 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. every school day at the Boogerman School. We provide the kids with breakfast and encourage them for the day ahead. The night cafe runs 4 days a week. Monday to Thursday, we just generally do what the kids want, sporting, cultural activities, or anything fun that they want to do. We'll provide it for them. Every holidays, we have a big family day out where we hire rides from Townsville and all the good fun stuff they like, the slushy, popcorn and flurry frost. So this usually brings the whole community together because everyone turns up for that. we have elders coming in, talking to our kids, telling them stories and about the good old days.
Actually, we've been taking them for walks, getting them back to country, trying to make them connect with the land and see and appreciate the things they see. It's mainly for the kids, getting them out and giving them something to do, because there's really nothing here for them on Palm Island. No really proper functions. Right now, we've got a program getting set up where we can get them into artwork instead of graffiti, actually do proper paintings. And if we can get these kids to learn a bit of history like that, even through going to the library, and then do it in the paintings and put their name on it, they own it. It might give them a bit of pride for the place and looking after it a bit more better. Such just little things. But we can do gardening, and I think we might be setting up some sort of mowing service soon, or get the kids to, because I worked in mowing service for years, and they asked me to be like a guardian or teach them or how to use the machines and that. So that's no problem. Then we can get these kids to go around to the elderly place and say, oh, come on, we'll do this old people yardie, bum, that sort of thing, you know. And make that way they connect with that elder at that place too and get to know them a bit better, which is how we're supposed to be all related. So that'll work in that way. I can see that a positive.
I love to do art, and have this opportunity to work with the young generation on Palm here to do some murals for the island and some artwork with them. And so it's a great opportunity for me to help out the young generation and help them to pick up a new skill that they'll have for the rest of their life. The young generation, they're full on for doing what you call learning, and they're good at doing what you call it, picking up new skills. So the whole idea is teaching them to have a new skill, and the skill they'll have for the rest of their life. And well, what they've learnt, you know, they can keep that for the end of their days, or they can pass that knowledge on to others.
With our Indigenous culture, that's it. We're natural talent. We're natural artists. And what we try to pull out in our young people is their strengths that they think they don't even have. You know, so we just have that conversation, we build on that, and we just point things out to them and make them feel good about themselves, because they don't often get that from a lot of people. You know, and I'm not taking anything away from their parents. It's just that their parents are preoccupied with either younger siblings or a lot of the issues that are actually affecting the community members. So if we can actually continue to provide that support, I think we're on the right track.
The Palm Island Community Company Youth Services are bringing the community together to try and provide a positive story and retell the story for young people for the future.
Well, let's give them some hope. You know, some getting out of this boredom factors, you know, take some ownership in the community, show some respect in regards to that.
My purpose is to try and make these kids connect from little. Then their appreciation and respect all comes from that, from the connection. You make a connection with the earth, you start to care for it. That's our job, to care for the earth. The earth care for us. We got to do the same thing.